All right, the first coat of mud is dry. Let's see if I can get out of the light. I went through, sanded it lightly to keep it as tight to the wall. I'm gonna put another coat because I put my first coat on the wall side, sanded that, scored it up as best I can, keep it really tight to the actual gap that I filled. Now I'm gonna come back and do the ceiling side, come all the way around. Then I'm gonna come in, probably do it with fiber tape, maybe, not sure. And then I think I'm gonna double up this seam with fiber tape going across because I don't wanna peel it out. I know it's not connected here, but I don't wanna peel it out, creating way more work. And I don't know how this piece is gonna, it may just come all the way out then and there's nothing here to screw to. So I may go up there with like a piece of 1x, screw going across to probably suck that tape up, and then do a double row of tape of fiber going across. So it came out better than I thought, and the ceiling is no longer moving. So I believe the foam did what it needed to do. I think it's going to keep it stationary, and we're negative temperatures right now for the high. So if it was gonna crack, it sure as hell would crack over the next few days because we're gonna have negative temperatures for the highs. All right, so before I start taping this that I repaired, that tape for this seam was peeling, and you know, there's really nothing you can do. You can try and shove some glue, maybe some guards, but good luck. It wouldn't have grabbed much anyways. And you can tell, you know, none of this was like Durabond or bag mud where you gotta mix it up. It was very soft, brittle. The tape wasn't stuck hardly at all. So I pulled it off. It had a lot of flex in here. As you can see, I came through and used the spray foam again. Again, it's just window and door spray foam. Bought the tip so I could shove it further up in there, and it is solid. There is no flex anymore. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna fill in with some easy sand 20-minute mud. Again, that's the mud that you mix up. It's dry, it's a powder. You gotta add water, mix it up. I'm gonna fill in the deep void, and then I'm gonna come back, tape it with some fiber tape, and join this. And then I'm gonna build it to where it's flush with what's existing already. And then I'm gonna come back with probably paper tape, probably do 2 rows, and try and smooth that out. I'm not gonna chip away at the rest of this to get it down. I'm just gonna smooth it out with the paper tape as best I can. Again, it's not a $1 million house, it's a rental, but that was definitely something that needed to be addressed. And this has gone through several cycles of -degree temperature and then going positive. So the fact that none of that has cracked and it's extremely rigid now, and it just goes to show you how to fix this with spray foam. It's a legitimate fix, and hell, it'll probably last longer than anything else here now. just wanted to give an update on this. This is not primered. This is several coats of 20-minute easy sand to build up the thickness that I needed. And then I bedded tape with 20-minute easy sand, and then I put my first coat above the tape with 20-minute easy sand. So I did a little bit underneath there, up here, all the way across, through here to about there. Had to rebuild this whole seam because that was all destroyed and cracked away. And then I followed it through down here so that the ceiling looked like it was uniform. Also did a little bit underneath here. But to step back and see it, because this is what you see as soon as you enter the duplex. And that looks amazing compared to what it was. You know, it's not like this is brand new. You're dealing with issues that have been there for years. By the end, I was using green lid and pulling a tight top coat over it, using a 12-inch trowel. So off this seam, which I used a level on the outside, it went all the way down and then drew the line on the inside, the level. You can kind of see there's my mark, but I would have drawn it all the way here and just used that as my reference point for where I needed to put this seam. It's not like, it's not gonna be perfect because, you know, I basically had to freehand that. But it's 1,000 times better than what it was when I got to it, and it's 1,000 times better than what it was when it was done the original, the first time. So that came out pretty good. Sanded, and now to get primered, and you won't be able to see any of it. It'll all blend right in. As soon as you put some texture on there with the nap on the roller, it'll be amazing. So, and we've gone through several warm-ups and cold cycles since I did this when it was like -13 outside. Zero cracking, zero anything. I can pretty much guarantee you that fix using the spray foam, the window and door spray foam, getting everything locked in and uniform, you know, kind of spreading that load out, making it to where it's not localized to one area. It has to move the whole thing now, but it hasn't started any cracking anywhere else. It hasn't started to re-crack, and I can pretty much guarantee you it's not going to crack. So that is the simplest and easiest fix for if you have separation near your wall and ceiling joint due to your rafters or pre-manufactured trusses.